Well, good morning. Hey, hi, hello there. Welcome back. Thank you for spending the day with me. I'm just going to say that to start the video. It is decently bright and early. It's 8:45 in the morning, but I've been up since about 7 a.m., so woo. Came to my attention yesterday that the decision has been made that I will be taking Duncan to school for the foreseeable future, I guess. Not a big deal, but it does mean that I will be getting up decently early every single day, at least weekdays, but that's okay. Getting a good start to the morning. I actually just watched a video from Amy Schmittauer. Amy, her YouTube channel is called Savvy Sexy Social. Twitter is like Schmittastic. I'll put a link to her channel down in the description. She's actually one of the ones that kind of got me on this kick of, man, it would be really nice to hit 100,000 subscribers this year, because that was her goal. But her most recent video was talking about making sure that your subscribers get notifications, specifically focusing on the mobile devices. The last time I really looked closely at that section of my analytics, the grand majority of my views were coming in from computers. But I just looked on both my channels and the numbers are almost identical. 46 or 47% coming from computers and the rest coming from other. Meaning mobile phones, tablets, TVs, game consoles, and unknown. I'm really curious to see what the unknown is, because there's a margin of error on both of those. It just says other, and it doesn't actually specify what that means. So I'd be curious. I don't have a clue what that means. Maybe somebody's watching it on Oculus Rift. Maybe somebody's watching it on their refrigerator or their toaster. But that does mean that there's a decent amount of you guys that are watching on smartphones or tablets, and possibly even TVs and game consoles. Mobile app is getting a lot better. It's still not really amazing, but it's getting better. So it is very nice to see that sort of split happening, that people are realizing that they can watch this content that they like on their mobile phones. And I will just go ahead and say it. Amy put out a video today that hit the nail on the head. If you watch YouTube and you're not getting notifications about the channels that you want to follow, inside of the mobile app, if you go to my channel, for instance, there's a little bell in the corner, a little bell up by my channel name. And if you tap that bell, anytime there's a new video that gets released, you will get a notification on your phone. It'll pop up and say, Jordan released a new video, blah, blah, blah. And I'll probably title a video blah, blah, blah at some point. But anyway, really useful, really handy tip there. As for me, like I said, it's almost 9 o'clock at this point. Once I got back this morning from taking Duncan to school, I went ahead and got my shower and everything. And I was trying to make the decision as to what I wanted to do video-wise. I wanted to start working on videos this morning. Just hasn't happened quite yet. That is one of the downsides of doing the videos like I do them, is that I do still have to have that motivation. I do still have to have that drive, that desire to go ahead and film something. And looking at my list of things to do, my list of videos to make, as it were, the backlog is much, much smaller than it used to be. So in terms of actual like devices that I've got companies waiting on me to make videos about, I've got the iPad 3D scanning sensor thing, which I don't know why I haven't finished that video yet. I've got a pair of Bluetooth headphones, which again, I've just been sitting on for a while and have not made the video about. I got the very first of it, the unboxing and the quick demo done. I just have to finish it up. And I do still have to do the Huawei Watch video so I can go ahead and send it back. But other than that, it's mainly just devices that I've purchased that I can talk about sort of at my leisure, and then a stack of quadcopters. But that's okay too. So I'd started putting together notes for the Pebble Time review. I point at it because it's right over there, charging. But now that I'm thinking about it, since I purchased the Pebble Time, I probably ought to hold off on doing that one until I've finished the Huawei Watch video. I'm wearing it right now. So I'll probably go ahead and start putting together notes on the Huawei Watch. And actually, I need to go ahead and take the advice that I saw on Twitter last night from Barnacles. He mentioned that when you're filming reviews like I do, like he does, he mentioned that when you're filming video reviews, shoot all of your B-roll first. I've never really done that. I've never been big on that. I have a tendency to do it more the other way, where I make the video, I film myself doing the talking head portion of it, and then after the fact I'll come back and have a shot list of things that I want to make sure I accomplish. If I go ahead and just film things about the device, have a general idea of what I want to film, and just do shot of things that are interesting, lots and lots of product photography, then I'll have, like he said, fresh in my mind what it is about the product I want to make sure to talk about in the video. So the one kind of plays off the other. Realistically, the way I did the Nexus 5X review is probably the better option for me. Having two camera angles where I can show things while I'm talking about it, as opposed to having these static shots of, look how pretty this shot is, look how pretty this product is. Makes much more sense to me to just have the second camera angle so I can show things while I'm talking about it. Hey, now you can see, look how this gameplay is working. Although that does make shooting the video take longer. I don't know. I'm going on and on. So yeah, I actually start putting together some thoughts about the Huawei Watch and see if I can get that done. But later today, I don't know when they're going to show up. It's UPS next day air, so it should be showing up sometime early this morning. Hopefully it'll show up before noon. B&H shipped me the Asus Zenfone Zoom. as a part of the new affiliate thing that I'm doing with them, they have a thing going on with Asus where they have exclusivity to the Asus Zenfone Zoom in the US. It's basically the Asus Zenfone 2 on paper, but it has an optical zoom, meaning on the back there's a big lens that zooms, and that's amazing. The Zenfone 2 itself was a great device. I absolutely loved that device, and I do still have it, luckily, so I will be able to make a comparison back and forth between them. You know, maybe even do benchmarking back and forth between them, camera samples back and forth, you know, just so on and so forth. But that's going to be here today, so there will be an unboxing video going up on the Twill.tv channel about that. It really all depends on when the device shows up, when UPS shows up with it, as to when that video will go up though. If it shows up at 10 o'clock in the morning, it may be up before noon. It may be up before 3 p.m. If it shows up at 5 or 6 p.m., it may not be up until tomorrow, which sucks. But that means I do need to continue working on some other video so that in case it doesn't happen, I'll have something prepared. That makes sense. Well, I started working on the Huawei Watch review stuff, just getting together all my thoughts and everything on it, pulling the specs and whatnot. But UPS showed up, and it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. So here is what I get in the package. Lots of bubble wrap, more bubble wrap, and the box. Actually, there we go. See the world up close. Asus and Intel inside. And I'm not gonna go any farther than that. This is gonna be a video, which I'm probably gonna go ahead and start right now, because with this being here right now, I could technically have the video up before noon. Nice. The facepalm is very, very real, my friends. I got everything set up over here. Got my camera, got a pretty decent little angle here. Got my G7 there ready to go. G7 battery's dead. Well, it was pretty close to dead. It was dead enough that if I'd started using Wi-Fi and trying to do captures and everything, it would have died right in the middle. So I just luckily stopped right in time. Got it on the charger, so yeah, video's not gonna be happening this morning. However, luckily I think today that the batteries and maybe even the AC adapter that I ordered for the G7 should be showing up. Right on the front page of Amazon is the dash button. That's fun to see. No, it says arriving tomorrow, but then it also says out for delivery. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it will be here today. Hopefully it'll be here today, because I need that AC adapter, like now. I've been getting emails all morning that there's a package out for delivery, and that's the one. So luckily, my G7 AC adapter and new battery should be here today. I actually have to take some time and go on B&H sometime soon. I mentioned it, I made a video about it a while back. I don't think I've actually said anything about it on here, but this thing is absolutely awesome. This is the Watson battery charger. You have two different plates on it, and they're interchangeable plates. If I can get this one to come off, you just sort of click it out like that and pull it up. This one is compatible with the Sony NPBX1. That's the battery for the RX100 and all of that series of cameras. But then you just take whatever plate you get, stick it on there like that, and then you stick your battery in. So I'm planning to order 1 or 2 of those plates for the G7 batteries. That way at any given time I can just plunk the batteries on there and be good to go. The problem is B&H doesn't do free shipping unless you get, I think it's $50 in your order. So basically the next time I want to order something that is over $50 or around 50, I'll go ahead and throw 1 or 2 of those in the cart, because they're like $2 a piece for those little plates. And the whole battery charger itself was something like 40 or 50 bucks. If you charge camera batteries, that thing is ridiculously amazing. That's why I made the video about it when I did. But yeah, so at this point, I am shut down because of a lack of battery. Keep camera batteries around, just do it. Or an AC adapter if you can get one. Hooray, my hero is here. Of course, in all of that time, my battery for the G7 has charged, but I haven't been able to film anything at this point because Christina and Ellis have come downstairs. He's had a bottle, he's been screaming back and forth, and actually came down right in the middle of my morning meeting, and it was bottle time, so he was just flipping out. So I was standing here during my meeting, rocking him and holding him and making sure he was kind of quiet. And inside of the package that I received, a couple little nondescript cardboard boxes. We have an AC power kit for the G7, luckily with a little dummy DC coupler. This is actually what replaces the battery. And of course they would tape it up. And the other one is a couple of new batteries for the G7. So it says a replacement for BLC12. This should be, I think it's a 14 or 1700 milliamp hour battery, and a little charger that's not going to be terribly useful. I actually did go ahead and order the Watson exchangeable plate that I mentioned earlier. They were like $6 on Amazon as an add-on item, so if you're ordering something over 25 bucks, you get free shipping on that. So that'll be coming in sometime soon. I also ordered, I was looking at Best Buy for their deal of the day. Is one of the things is AA batteries and AAA batteries. And because of all the quadcopter stuff and all of the everything. I'm always running low on batteries, specifically on AA's. And I've decided rather than just going through these batteries and just eating them all up, might as well invest in some rechargeable. So on Amazon, I found a really cheap deal on some rechargeable batteries. So hopefully that will work out well. But now we should be all powered up and ready to go on the G7. And Christina got her new pair of running shoes in today. Ooh, pretty colors.
Ooh, I like them.
That is entirely a fail. One shoe is an 8, one shoe is a 7. So finish line, failure. Well, that thoroughly sucks for her. I know how bad it stinks to order something, wait for a while for it to show up, and then have it show up and be wrong. And in this case, it was a pair of shoes that are normally like $120 a pair that were on sale for $45 or $50. I would have got myself a pair, except they didn't have my size. And apparently they didn't have her size at the time, or they screwed up somewhere along the way. Finish line screwed it up. So she's gonna call them up here in a little bit and see if she can get a return label and maybe get an exchange or something. I don't know. If we take it to the store, they're not gonna have those in there, most likely. The facepalm is real, yes. I went ahead and started going through the power things that I got for my G7, and apparently this DC coupler, the fake dummy battery, it don't fit. It's not the right one. This is the DMW DCC11. And the adapter is not exactly the right one either, but it might work, the power adapter. But this DCC11 should have been the DCC8, which means I would have to either buy another one on Amazon or return the entire thing. Now technically I can hold on to this because if I do ever pick up another Panasonic camera that uses this piece itself is like a $15 piece, so it might not hurt to hold on to it. And you never know, I might be tempted to pick up another Panasonic camera if this one goes as well as it has been going so far. I know they make some other relatively small cameras like the LX100 that actually uses that coupler that I've got. So it might be worth it. Just a facepalm on my part. Way too many accessories, way too close in naming and shape and size and everything else. Oh well, my mistake entirely. It was like a $25 adapter and now it's not usable. Great. Good job. But on the brighter side of things, I did test out both of the DSTE batteries that I got, DMW BLC12 batteries, 1700 milliamp hour batteries. I haven't done extended tests with them, but I did replace one in here, and as you can see, it did power on. It does show full battery charge, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try to shoot a video with it. And it's gonna sound very much like me passing the buck, and I'm not intending to. It would be really, really nice if some of these online stores would either A, allow you to keep track of your equipment, your inventory, so when you go looking for accessories, actually it could just suggest accessories for you. Hey, by the way, you have the G7, here's some batteries that work with it. Here's an AC adapter that would work with it. Or on the other hand, keep track of your purchases, because I did buy the camera from Amazon, and have it say, wait a minute, this is not compatible. As an example, when you go to Amazon, you start looking for car batteries, it asks you what car you've got. It keeps track of your car so that when you come back later and you're looking for an air filter, it'll say, this one doesn't work with your car. That kind of thing would be amazing to see for cameras on Amazon, or B&H, or Adorama, or all of the above. Anyway, time to step away from it for a minute. Food time. And it's a little while later, and I have a little visitor. Welcome, little man. He's wide awake. He's happy to be here, mostly. It has been just an absolute nightmare this afternoon. And I shouldn't be saying that, but it has been. Ellis decided he did not want to sleep, so when Christina went upstairs to take her shower, which, you know, it was late in the day, but again, he didn't sleep, like, the entire morning. So this afternoon when she took her shower, he was in here with me, and he fussed the entire time. He screamed, he cried, he spit up, changed his diaper a couple of times, dealt with spit up, It's like, I can't do anything while you're here. Please help. But after Christina came back downstairs, she took care of him from then on. And actually, he ended up collapsing. He's in the little swing in there right now, completely zonked out. He's going to take a nap for a little while. Not too long, though, because we do want to keep him awake this evening, so he will sleep through the night. He's gotten better. And if you can see it, I got a little stack of boxes behind me now because, like I said, the ZenFone Zoom showed up, and I've been using this. Well, I did the unboxing video, and I'm working on editing that right now. Actually throwing in some titles and text and stuff like that. Where's my mouse? So here's the intro for it. A few months ago, Asus released look at that. Ain't that super swanky? And a review of it over on XDA. Very nice. And I'm working to put in like a title card kind of thing, just because I want to, not because I have to. Want to make it look a little bit flashier. Oh look, it's much later in the day, and I'm in the car. Turned into just a really long afternoon. Ellis decided to have a bit of a fit. Not bad. He got really fussy because he didn't sleep that much today. And because he didn't sleep that much today, I wasn't able to get much of anything done, and especially in terms of video stuff. I did actually get the ZenFone Zoom video done. Like, I hit the render button and then he started freaking out. So I had to go over there and help out. He's actually about to start freaking out now, which is awesome. But we're actually just now coming out of church. They had some sort of a church business meeting thing. So I sat there and did nothing. But Christina's wrangling Duncan up and we're gonna head out of here and get back home. I got the ZenFone Zoom video uploaded. I haven't had a chance to actually watch it to make sure everything's okay with it, so I don't know. I suppose as soon as I get home, I'll watch it, make sure everything's okay. Yeah, I've got to deal with him, but fun times. Okay, got him mostly calmed down now. So yeah, the ZenFone Zoom video should be up tonight. I tried to do one video related thing today and it didn't work out. It didn't work out well. But I have been playing around and testing the ZenFone Zoom a lot. Well, as much as I can possibly test it. And it's ups and downs, you know, it's back and forth. I'm gonna keep testing it. I'm gonna try it in a bunch of different situations. A large part of it stems from the fact that the ZenFone 2 has an f2.0 aperture. The ZenFone Zoom at the widest aperture is f2.8, which means in low light, it's not gonna be as good, which is weird. But again, it's just gonna be a matter of testing it and testing it and testing it over the next week or two before I do the full review. Ugh, we're home, finally. And it could not have come at a better time. I am exhausted. The baby is apparently exhausted because, like I said in the car, he was absolutely shrieking. And then I finally got him calmed down. Now that we're home, shrieking again. I'm guessing he must just be hungry or something. I'm tired too. And we've reached the end of the evening, my friends. It has been a roller coaster of a day. Definitely some ups, some downs, some weirdness all around. By weirdness, I mean I'm not getting emails about YouTube comments anymore on either one of my channels. And I didn't unsubscribe from them. I don't know what happened. Comments are definitely still coming in. I've checked both of the channels. I mean, the ZenFone Zoom video has a lot of comments on it already, and it's not sending me any emails about any of them. So I'm gonna have to manually go back and refresh the page to see if there's new comments, which is not fun. Hopefully if this is actually a YouTube problem, they will fix it because I kind of rely upon those. Although I will say this is a two-edged sword here. I love having the comment emails come in because when I get up in the morning, I've just got a whole slew of emails that I get to go through very first thing, so I can see what everybody's thinking about the videos I'm making. I can see what people are thinking about what's going on with my family from the vlogs from you guys. But the downside of that is there are some people that suck on the internet. There will always be those people out there that are, you suck, this is terrible, I hate this, look at this spam. Lots and lots of spam. You guys don't have any idea. When they switched over to the Google Plus comments, and now I guess they switched back or something, that actually made a massive difference in terms of spam reduction. So I consider it a win. But anyway, not getting those emails means, one, I don't immediately know when people are commenting, so I don't immediately know to go answer them because that's what I do. As soon as I see it, I immediately run out and try to answer it. But that also means I don't have to see the terrible comments. So it is very much a 6 to 1, half dozen of the other. Do you know what? We are very rapidly approaching midnight and I am completely wiped out from this very weird up and down, back and forth day. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. I'm seriously super tempted to use the ZenFone Zoom as my primary vlogging camera tomorrow. Just a whole day of ZenFone Zoom, going back and forth between the front and rear facing camera. Or maybe doing the entire day using the front facing or the rear facing. The front facing on this is definitely not very good, kind of like the ZenFone 2. The rear facing looks good in decent lighting. In low lighting, it gets really, really grainy really fast. And the problem is because it's, you know, it's not a flip out screen, it's a rear facing camera, you can't see what you're actually focusing on. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about it. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all of your comments and your questions and your support and everything. You guys are just amazing. And apologies in advance if I'm not going to answer your comments as quickly as I have been up to this point. And we will see you again tomorrow. Bye guys.